everybody. This is Vince Miller. Thank you so much for joining me for our devotional. Today we're in Acts chapter 9. I'm going to be reading verses 8 through 9. Here's what it says. Saul rose from the ground. Remember, he's been blinded. And although his eyes were opened, he saw nothing. So they led him by the hand and brought him into Damascus. And for 3 days he was without sight and neither ate nor drank. You know, there have been times in my life, without a doubt, where I can say God divinely intervened. These moments were so significant that they changed me and actually the direction of my life forever. And if you're a follower of Christ, you probably had one of these moments as well. It could have been at your conversion or at some other point in your spiritual journey, but what Saul experienced here should be familiar to you in some way. But notice the irony of this moment. Saul is headed to Damascus to arrest Christians, but on the way, Jesus hijacks his mission and arrests him. He arrests him with physical blindness, and a man arrested suddenly by blindness experiences several human consequences of, well, let's call it a bodily imprisonment, right? First, he will experience complete dependence on others, which is evident here. Second, he will experience decreased mobility, which is also evident in this text. And third, he will experience a mental anxiety, which is evident because he really ate or drank nothing. Saul, arrested by blindness by Jesus himself, is forced to reflect on all the errors of his ways. And as we read in the coming verses, Saul prayed. He probably prayed in a way that he had never prayed before. No one told him to pray, by the way. He just did it. It was an instinctive response. And while we might guess that Saul prayed to receive his sight, I would assume these moments of quiet reflection led him to see many things very differently in prayer. And we come to discover that God is giving him visions in later verses and new sight. While arrested by this physical blindness in a prison of himself, God is actually giving this man new sight. Sight for things of God. And by the way, it's better sight than just physical sight. Now, there are some of you probably right now who are unsettled by some moment that has actually arrested you. And these moments are no fun. They can be physically, emotionally, and spiritually unsettling. But while they arrest us, we should not simply just try to relieve ourselves of them by trying to run from them. But instead, we should reflect on what God is teaching us through them, for he might use these arresting moments so that we can discover the freedom that he provides in this life. True spiritual freedom may become our testimony for others who are arrested by the same challenges that we presently encounter. Well, thank you for joining me for this devotional today. I hope you have appreciated it. I hope it inspires you to continue on even through these arresting moments. And I pray that you'll take just a second today to hit that like button or that subscribe button and share this devotional with others. I'll see you right back here again tomorrow.